I think a lot of the confusion firstly comes from whether obviously race and things of that nature, but when we're talking about race and religion, a lot of people do come from the idea that there is some sort of universal and all-pervading divinity that supersedes nations, supersedes cultures, genetics, everything. Just this overarching kind of global or universal, which is the proper term, but universal in the literal sense of faith. And a lot of people don't. The first hurdle that they have to tackle, whether they are white or black or red or yellow or whatever color, is that the idea of ethnicity with faith. And for some groups, it's easier for us to digest this. If you were, talking to a perhaps like someone in West Africa, or perhaps maybe like an indigenous tribesman or something like that, it would make a lot of sense that their folklore and their stories and things reflect them. They see the divinity, their gods, in direct connection to them. And they set boundaries about where the divinity interacts with them, as opposed to, say, others or things of that nature, or what they might represent in the grand chemistry of everything. So I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of people have to get past. And if they can understand that this applies to groups of people in and at large, and that we as a group promote that all people seek to do this, then it starts to, I think, change the volatility and the hostility of the idea behind it. And so if you don't see that the ability for people to have their ethnic makeup and their language and their culture as definitive parts of their faith, then it's like, are you a universalist? And if you are, then that's something you should contend with, that in reality, no one has any sense of those building blocks being part of the religious makeup. And so that should apply across the board. And when people get kind of posed with that, they suddenly go, I don't think that's right. And it's like, well, congratulations. You're the equivalency of what we use the word is folkish. And so that's our language for it. And that's the word in our language for it.